Yo, everybody! Okay, so this is a review of Mickey's 17, hopefully. What was I going to say? Mickey 17! I actually really enjoyed it. I think Bon Joon-ho has gone and smashed it again. Obviously not as good as Parasite, and I need to watch his other films, like Memories of Murder, for example. But I think he smashed it again, and I think so did Robert Pattinson. He also smashed it as well. I thought all the acting performances were really, really good. I can't think of all I don't know all their name, but I thought every single person was. Mark Ruffalo, even the girl who was in, I've forgotten her name as well, but the girl who was in The Sixth Sense, and the, what was it called? Hereditary. I thought she was really good as well. They played really good baddies. I forgot the black girl's name. I can't remember, but Robert Pattinson's girlfriend. I thought she was really good as well. I thought everyone's performance was really good. Performances were and direction was probably the things that stood out to me. But first of all, I absolutely loved the kind of idea of a comedy set in sci-fi, because a sci-fi comedy. I've never really heard of that, and I think it was executed quite well. You know, I think there was some definitely funny parts. It wasn't like a comedy in the sense like it was like a Dumb and Dumber comedy, but it was a comedy in the sense that it was almost like somewhat Marvel-y, which isn't great, but it was a lot better than that. It actually was quite funny, because Marvel comedy obviously is not funny at all. But yeah, Mickey 17 was really good. I did come in a little bit late, so I kind of missed the first 5 minutes or whatever, but I mean, I managed to get a good idea of what it was. I think, yeah, the beginning was a bit sporadic. It wasn't really kind of explaining itself too much, and I did hear somebody say that that's kind of what they experienced. So I thought, oh, is the rest of the film going to be kind of like this? Luckily it wasn't. I think the film was really well paced. Really well paced. I don't even know how long it was. I think the film was like 2 hours and like 20 minutes or something like that. But from what I watched, I thought it was really well paced. You know, I wasn't thinking about when is this film going to end, sort of thing. But yeah, it was well paced, well structured, a really good story, really good kind of story that was just executed well. And I absolutely loved the ending as well, because I thought the ending was really exciting, and I got really excited. And I love when I get excited in like a big epic film. It's kind of like, you know, all the battle scenes in Lord of the Rings, where in which there's like these massive battles and there's a build-up sensation to it, or it's like Rocky going to fight Apollo Creed. You know, I kind of got that little flare of excitement with this film. But yeah, so I thought the ending was really, really good. I like how they kind of found these creatures on this different planet, and how they're trying to study them. And again, I really like the characters. I obviously thought it was a bit Hollywoodized, which particularly is a kind of somewhat negative thing nowadays, because Hollywood seems to produce quite boring, bland films. But I feel like this film wasn't like that. It was quite creative, and I really just enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot more creative than the other films. You could tell there was Hollywood aspects in it, but it didn't ruin it, in the sense of like they are, I don't know how to say it, but there's like Hollywood things in it. Like they use CGI quite a lot, which is understandable because Hollywood film, like as in because they're a sci-fi film, I get they have to use CGI, but you could tell in some parts the acting and some of the scripting was a bit like, it was just Hollywoodized, you know, the way they're saying stuff. It wasn't particularly unique. It wasn't like anything I haven't heard before, or you know, stuff like that. But it's a very small little dig. They obviously, Mark Ruffalo was obviously trying to take the mick out of Donald Trump. That's because Mark Ruffalo plays this role in the film where he's like this kind of prime minister or master of this big kind of sci-fi spaceship thing. Mickey 17 is basically where they keep using a character called Mickey Barnes, and they basically keep replicating him to try out new things. So if they go on a planet that hasn't been explored before, they'll go and get Mickey 17 to like go and check it out, and if he dies, or if they find an infection or disease, they'll study him and they'll just make another clone, and they'll just keep recycling him basically. And I think he basically had to sign up to it I think he just signed up for it because he was a struggling working man. It didn't seem too I didn't really get the beginning, but I didn't leave the cinema confused because I got the main gist of the story. Like, you have to remember, the beginning of the film isn't the beginning in terms of the narrative, because the narrative of a film only really starts when in the first 20 minutes, when there's a plot. You know, the first 10-20 minutes are just there to show us the world, to show us the characters, to kind of ease us in. It's almost a bit like a workout. You don't just necessarily, or you shouldn't just jump into a workout lifting the heaviest weights. You have a little walk, you might go on a treadmill, jump a little rope, you might stretch or something like that. You know, it's kind of like that with a film. It just warms us up. And so the point I'm trying to make is I didn't really grasp the beginning, but I didn't really need to grasp the beginning because it wasn't the true beginning. The true beginning was when Mickey was starting to get cloned, hence Mickey 17. So yeah, I just missed the warm-up phase, if you like. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. I thought there's some fantastic stuff there. I thought it was really good sci-fi, well executed. Some problems I may have is I did think the beginning was a bit sporadic. I think that could have been a bit more flown out, told a bit better. I think maybe we could have even had more Mickeys. I don't know if that would have worked. That's probably a bad idea, but that's just a suggestion. Maybe if you had more Mickeys, like, roaming around, maybe if you had 3 of them. I don't know. That might be cool. And maybe, I don't know what else. I think maybe the dialogue, I think there could have been a bit more humour. I think they could have really taken that comedy side a bit more to the extreme. But these are very small little digs, and they're not necessarily criticisms. They're just my opinion. And when I make these criticisms or these kind of things that I didn't particularly like with it, I use the word me, because it's my opinion. Because I want to make it very clear that I'm not trying to say that these Hollywood, like, professional filmmakers who are the best of the best of the game, I'm not trying to say they should have done this because I said so. I'm not trying to boost my ego. I'm not trying to say that I think these people are like, you know, they don't know what they're doing, I can do better, blah blah blah. I'm just expressing my opinion. Maybe if I had the film or things that I would have done, you know. But ultimately it was good. It's a good day today as well of filming. So this is kind of weird because I don't even know if I am. Am I? I don't know. I'm probably not. But I'm doing a vlog this week, wherein which I use that all the time. I kind of use that word wherein which as like a filter for my stutter instead of saying or like something. But anyway, wherein which I'm doing a vlog of the whole week, wherein which I basically document my week in terms of filming, in terms of what I'm just doing, because I'm working on a film set at the minute and I just want to document it, even though I can't show you actual BTS. I'm just showing you what my thoughts are. I'm doing that for a week, and this is part of the week on the Tuesday, so I'm not gonna use this video, but I'm gonna use the start of the video and probably I'll film a separate end for the week one. But yeah, just filming the week, and I thought I'd grab a movie. Like to enter the void, that's what I call it, because the cinema you can really switch yourself off. There's nothing, I really struggle to kind of switch my brain off, and I can only really do it when I'm actually in the cinema. There's something about it, I can't even really do it at home unless I'm watching a fantastic film. But no, yeah, I like to go to the cinema because I like that. It's just entering, it's almost like being in the gym, or like entering a library. It's like the setting in your surroundings, like the only thing that matters. It's just the film, there's nothing else to be distracted by, it's just a perfect environment. And now I've got this yearly thing, I can just fucking visit the cinema as much as I want, which is just fucking amazing. Because my education, that's a uni investment right there. But yeah, Mickey 17 I thought was really well executed. I think the cinematography was really good as well. There's some really nice colours. Just the colours were popping out a lot. It was just really nice. I thought it was a well told story. I thought it was quite original as well. And that's the main thing. I think there's good performances, good direction, very original story. I think it was just well executed, and I just really enjoyed it. I just thought it was a fun film. I thought it was a fun film in a good way, not a fun film in like a this is stupid fun. Like, it was a fun film and it was calculated stupid. Like, it wasn't stupid, but it's calculated fun. You know, it was just a good film, and I'm happy I watched it. I want to watch Marching Powder next because I love like kind of proper nitty gritty violent films, and I quite like Danny Dyer, and I watched Football Factory and I was a big fan of that film. And I don't know if this is a spin-off of it. I don't know if Marching Powder is a spin-off of. I don't think it is. I don't think they're linked, but I think that they're somewhat similar. And that film, it says it's a rom-com with a kick, whatever the fuck. That was definitely meant to be released in Valentine's Day, February time. 100,000,000%. There was no way in fucking hell that was meant to be released in March. So I felt kind of bad, to be honest, because I didn't get their peak marketing times. But oh well, I'm still gonna watch it because I want to watch it. There's loads of fucking films I want to watch and need to watch, but it's just fitting it in, because I don't like to use the word I don't have the time, because I hear people say that and they're just using it as an excuse. But it's not that I don't have the time, I do have the time, it's just I'm prioritizing different things, you know? I'm just prioritizing different shit. That's the word I like to use. It's kind of, again, a somewhat of an excuse, but there's just other more important things to prioritize. I would love to watch as much films as I want. I know I would love nothing better than just to sit on my ass all day and just fucking binge 8-7 films and just watch them. Like, I'd love that, but I can't do that all the time. And maybe every now. I should probably do that. There was a period of time when I was like going through. I think it was 2022. Where I was watching like a bunch of films where I would watch like 3 or 4 in a day, which is quite a lot for me. But that was pretty much just lounging around. Maybe if I'm ever like real burnt out and done for, I should just sit on my ass and watch a bunch of films that I haven't watched or need to watch. But anyway, I'm nearly home now, so that's it for the Mickey 17 review. I love these little car views, very Sam Sulek-y. Yeah, everything's going quite swell, to be honest. Corner Stop, again, slowly but surely, but that film has to get made. I can't wait till Corner Stop's done. But yeah, well, I don't want it to be. I'm having fun with the process, but I want to make sure it's finished and done well. That's what I'm trying to make. But yeah, people, that is it for today. Have a good evening, afternoon, or whatever, and I guess to kind of watch, if I don't know when this is going to come out, but the vlog will come out at the end of the week, and you'll see more of a like fleshed out version, I guess. But have a lovely day, people.